Hello, this is Michele Knight and welcome to your June monthly. It's a great month full of potential. Yes, we have Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto, and at the end of the month Mars going retrograde. But it kicks off with Venus trine Jupiter and Venus trine Neptune, a grand water trine which plunges us into our emotions, into love, into sensitivity, compassion and deep, deep connection. Venus is entering Leo, giving us all a love boost, and Neptune and Mars are going retrograde, joining Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. It's time to get into the time travel machine and see where we went wrong and how we can cure our past. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey Libra, this month has a lot of potential for you to rock it when it comes to your career and abundance and money and work. Oh yeah, you are on full tilt. But let's start at the beginning. And in fact, this is the beginning, as on the 1st, Venus, your ruler, is trine Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, which already wants you to be more secure, have abundance in your life, and have more security. And I reckon a lot of that has the potential to come your way this month if you play your cards right and if you're there ready to take action. Venus is also trine Neptune, so trust your psychic hunches, but also be practical, because if you can use your intuitive ability, your gut instincts, and your ability to be practical, anything is possible in those two areas. And also your reputation can be enhanced. People are finding you very lovable and you're enjoying that. Do be careful that somebody in your family isn't manipulating you or trying to butter you up to do what they want. Allow yourself to just, pay attention to what they're saying. Have you got a very charming family member? Perhaps you're the charming family member and you're trying to charm someone to get what you want. Either way, you're full on focused on your career and also maybe buying property or doing something. Perhaps you're trying to persuade a partner to do something that they're not that into and you're using your wild charms. I don't know. Is there anything wrong with that? I don't know. That's up for discussion. Leave me a comment. But certainly, you're passionate about everything in life at the moment. The Sun is also conjunct Mercury. You're feeling adventurous and bold, and that energy goes throughout the whole month. You want to carouse. You want to just swashbuckle through life and feel that you're experiencing and feasting on new experiences. You want to stretch yourself intellectually, philosophically, and also you want to travel and mix with eccentric people and sort of feast upon all life's pleasures. Mercury is shifting signs and making you very focused on your career. People are taking you really seriously. It's a great time to redo your CV and all that boring crap, but to actually present yourself in any way that you want, and people are impressed by it. I mean, for instance, you can go through some of the stuff you've put out there in the past and delete it. Perhaps you've got some old YouTube videos that don't show you in a good light. Perhaps there's some tweets you need to delete, and start to really manage the way that you're seen as a whole being when it comes to your career, and only have things out there that represent your vibration today. The new moon is in your adventure zone. Okay, it is conjunct Saturn, which is like, Saturn is going, no, you cannot travel, you cannot study unless you get your money together. You have to be sensible. So that's difficult. But on the other hand, Papa Saturn might have some wise advice. Maybe it is good to save up to go after your dream. Don't let Saturn pull you down. With Mercury sextile Uranus, certainly people are drawn to you, and you could be a naughty pixie this week and people will respond to you. You might be like, you're super charming and you are giving off all the right energy and you have much more power than usual. Use your power wisely. Venus is shifting signs and making you very sociable. You want to mix with people, you want to connect with people, you want to connect to groups of people, you want to put your ideas out there. There may be a flirtation with somebody in your group of friends or with someone you're socializing with, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. That little spark wasn't there before. And it could happen out of the blue. And one of you may not be single, because there is a little bit of spicy intrigue this week. So be true to your own moral code, not mine, not Fred next door's, you know, not what your Aunt Mabel might think or your Uncle Jeremiah. It's up to you to follow your own moral code and to honour your own vibration. So if you know in your heart something's not right, don't do it. If you feel completely okay and you've worked it out in your being, that is up to you. No one can judge you. You know, you will... Anyway, I'm not going to go on about that, but temptation is afoot. We do have Mercury opposite Saturn. Oh, so boring. You might feel as if you're being torn between many levels of commitments. Neptune turns retrograde and is saying to you, you've got to pay attention to the detail if you want your dreams to come true. Are you doing that? What are your dreams? How can you take practical steps to make them a reality? You know, if you combine those two, as I said, you know, Bob's your uncle. Mercury is trine Jupiter, which is very powerful and very persuasive. And again, when it comes to money and career, this is your month to go forward. What else is going on? Venus is opposing Mars. That's a pain in the bum. There may be a bit of aggro connected to your relationships or a bit of a power struggle. And you're being urged to find balance between the giving and receiving part of yourself. Also, you may feel there's an imbalance in a relationship where you feel that one of you's giving, other one's taking, and there's sort of bickering about that. There could also be spontaneous passion when you go out one night. And again, you might be like, oh, slightly lost control here. With Venus square Jupiter, you're very enthusiastic and you're very want to do everything, but be realistic. Mars turns retrograde, which kind of dampens your enthusiasm and sensuality, although there could be somebody with a very strong personality of any sex, male, female, they, from the past that you're rekindling something with. But should it be left in the past? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. The full moon is conjunct Saturn. You might feel as if there's responsibilities in your family you don't want but you can't get out of, or that you have to do something, or you're having a heavy conversation connected to home or family. Mercury is entering Leo on the 29th, and you are the queen or the king or whatever you want to be in a group. Everybody's looking up to you in some way, and you can take leadership and you're feeling comfortable with that, but you're certainly really enjoying being amongst other people. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, wonderful one. Thank you so much for listening. It would be fabulous if you liked, subscribed, or shared. It would be really, really helpful. Also, I have a ton of free stuff for you. Horoscope.co.uk for everything astrology, and micheleknight.com for everything psychic and free tarot reading. See you there.